Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to Fairyqueen Talks. This week is a very special one for me. It's my birthday week. And as I move closer to the day my life story began, I find myself feeling deeply grateful, excited, and more determined than ever to continue living happily ever after. Birthdays for me are more than candles and cake. They're an invitation, an opportunity to reflect and to project, to consciously choose what I want my future to look and feel like. As I reflect on my birth, I don't only think about my parents and their story anymore. As an adult, my reflection goes deeper. I think about my lineage. I think about everyone who came before me and all they went through so that I could be here today, alive, breathing, dreaming. I think about stories of strength, of bravery, of love, of people making the best out of life's circumstances, even when life wasn't kind or easy. And I carry those stories with me. My lineage lives on through my children, and witnessing their lives has been one of the most humbling emotional experiences of my existence. Because when I look at them, I realize something powerful. They're living in a reality that I once prayed for. My life began in a war zone. Theirs began in stability. My parents' love story feels like a R&B love song, deep, soulful, enduring. Their parents' love stories were rooted in love and faith. Faith that tomorrow could be better than today, and faith in God. My early years exposed me to many realities of the world. Their early years have been in a bubble, and I'm grateful, so deeply grateful, because they are the generation of my lineage whose story begins with a happily ever after. As I step into this birthday, I'm also stepping into a life I've built intentionally and imperfectly. I step into a life I share with my person, my husband, a life supported by friends and family who have shown up for me in every season, good times and bad, happiness and sadness, celebration and survival. And I don't take that lightly. I step into a career that is impactful, not only in a corporate world, but in communities, work that matters, work that touches real lives. My life's work is about ensuring that others experience happiness, dignity, and positive well being at work and in their personal lives. It's about creating spaces where people feel seen, supported, and safe to be a human. This legacy I'm building, it's one I'm genuinely proud of. It excites me because at its core, it's about service, about serving my fellow humans. As I look toward the future and toward this new decade or the current decade of my life, I feel clear about what I want. I want to accept opportunities that are aligned with who I am. I want to enjoy my family fully and presently. I want a sense of security and freedom so that I can continue to be bold, joyful, and at peace. Freedom to laugh loudly, freedom to rest deeply, freedom to keep building a life I love. Because living happily ever after doesn't mean life without challenges. It means choosing happiness again and again through the ups and downs, through growth, through change. Being a fairy queen is not all that I am, but it's part of how I choose to do good in the world. It's part of how I choose softness and strength, magic and responsibility, joy and purpose. And if my story, my reflections, my lessons help even one person believe that their happily ever after is possible, then I know I'm walking in alignment. Thank you, truly, for coming back every week to listen to what I have to say. Thank you for witnessing my journey. thank you for being part of my story. Here's to reflection, here's to intention, and here's to continuing to live happily ever after. One choice, one season, one breath at a time. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. This is Fairyqueen Talks, reminding you that your story matters and the best chapters can still be ahead. Thank you. And happy birthday to me.